Get ready for August 2000 senior grade first paper begin. Mr. Deputy Speaker Sir, I am grateful to you that you have come to a stage when we can wind up the debate. I am very thankful to the honorable members for the very lively discussion that has taken place for so many days. If I am right, I think this is the first time that the foreign affairs debate has aroused so much attention. It is sad that over the years this practice had been given up, and many times the vital areas of government's activities like foreign affairs and defense were not taken for discussion and voted upon. I feel not only in this house but in the whole of the country there is a community of people, the writers, the academicians, and even the laymen who take vital interest in India's foreign policy. This is a very big compliment to India's tradition. I can only assure you that it will be my endeavor, so long as I hold this charge, to try to enliven the debate. I will be very keen always, not only to discuss here in the house, but also with those who are experts outside to benefit from their views, outlooks, and studies. In India, we have a heritage of foreign policy that represents the best of our culture. It also represents the views and the efforts of the master builders who build independent India. That is how our foreign policy was shaped. We did make many mistakes, yet those who were shaping the policies had both the candor and the courage to stand up in the house and to accept the mistake they made. I think if you ever discover that this government, as any other government, makes mistakes, it should also be viewed in the context of the tradition itself. After all, policies are made by human beings. Therefore, policies and perceptions sometimes can go wrong. But one thing on which we must not make a mistake and must never go wrong is on the basic principles of our foreign policy. As I sat here for 3 to 4 days discussing with the honorable members, hearing their views on various aspects of foreign policy, I felt more humble. I heard them with humility because most of them are more learned than me. They know better than me. Therefore, I heard them with respect. I promise again that it would be my attitude all the time that I hold charge of this portfolio. In the debate, when I heard my friends, I found one thing missing. That was the perception of change that has taken place all over the world. If we do not understand that, no country, particularly India, can ever make a well thought out foreign policy. We must try to understand that Soviet Union of today is something very different from what Soviet Union was yesterday. I had the privilege of staying there for nearly 5 years as ambassador of this country. When I look around, when I look at the faces of the policies, I perceive a good change there. This tremendous change should be and should have been the subject of debate here. There may not be a consensus on that. When learned members are sitting here, I was hoping that we would try to spell out and try to share with each other as to how we understand the change. That would be more helpful. So, it will be our endeavor, as I said just now, to pursue a policy that is both sensible and sensitive and also serves the national interests. Thank you very much. Letter from Thiru Balasubramanian, Secretary, Residents Welfare Association, Pallavaram, to the Managing Director, Metro Water Board, Chennai. Sir, I understand that the Metro Water Board have plans to supply drinking water through Krishna Water Scheme to Kannan Nagar area, which is just half a kilometer from Pallavaram. I am to mention that the residents of our area suffer from lack of potable water for quite a long time. The water that is now available is not fit for drinking as it is brackish and hard. At present, the residents are using mineral water for drinking purposes, which affects their monthly budget very much. This facility cannot be availed by people belonging to economically weaker sections because they may not be able to spare money to spend for this purpose. Hence, I would like to request you to extend the Krishna water scheme to our area also when it is made available to our neighboring colonies. There are about 20,000 residents in this segment who lack drinking water facility. I wish to point out that this request has been taken up by our municipal chairman with the government last year itself. The then secretary to the government was also favorable to this proposal, but yet it is getting delayed for reasons not known to us. I am confident that you will do the needful in the matter. I request suitable early action by the government in this regard. Yours faithfully, Stop.